Hey, this is Miles of Vinciguerra, author of the book When Living Without, Discover What's Within, helping teenagers and young adults growing up without a father. And in this video, I'm going to be talking to you about my concept of self-leadership. This will be an introduction video, and where I'm going to simply define what self-leadership is, and I want to talk about who it's really meant for. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to define self-leadership. And this is really a concept that I kind of came up on my own. I didn't Google define what self-leadership is. It's really just something that kind of just hit me, and I think it really sticks. When you break it down, you can really understand the benefit from it and just how powerful it is, just how it's really powerful. Okay, so self-leadership is defined as a learned quality or ability that enables you to take unprecedented action in accordance to achieving the goals you want without the need for validation, permission, or certain guarantee. And the reason why this is so important, number one, for people, all of us, if we can really learn how to lead our own lives and, take unprecedented action without the need for certain guarantee, validation, or external permission, we would just be rocking it all the time. To me, I believe it's really important for people who have been abandoned. I'm talking about my story in my book, and for those who don't know, I was abandoned by my dad at a young age, and not just me, my mom, my sister. We didn't have a father growing up, and my whole entire family didn't have this person in their lives, and so it was difficult. It was a very painful time, and it was a time, a lot of grieving, a lot of loss, a lot of just suffering and just being hurt, and which is completely normal for people to feel. It's completely normal to feel this way especially when there's feels like such a big absence. And for me, it was really up until I was about 14 years old where I started to, my mindset shifted from viewing it as a loss, and where I started to really develop myself and really started to work on myself really intentionally, and kind of started cultivating my own level of self-leadership. And why I believe this is so important for kids who have been abandoned is because, number one, people in foster homes, people maybe who don't have a dad, maybe who don't have a mom, maybe who don't have any parents at all. The reason why I believe this is so important, and I'm going to address on how someone can, if you don't have anyone to turn to, what you can do to guide yourself in life. Okay, which is following your intuition and following your gut instincts and understanding the right or wrong and how to make the right choices, right? So, and the reason why I believe this is so important for people in these positions is because we really, for me going through that time is I felt like I didn't have anyone to turn to, especially I grew up without a dad in my life, and the society leads us to believe that this person is here for us to teach us right from wrong. For me, as a kid, as a boy growing up, it was I've learned from this man, right from wrong. I learned skills. I learned how to throw a football. I learned how to swing a wrench. I learned how to do all these different things. So people can be in that mindset when we go through it, that we don't know who to turn to because we don't feel like we don't have anyone there, right? So let me just break down this, the definition of self-leadership just a little bit more. So when I say it's unprecedented action, it's a learned quality that enables you to take unprecedented action. Okay, so it's learned over time. I didn't get to be who I am, printing books and making YouTube videos and really starting to boil down this message, just growing my landscaping business or being in my metal band. I haven't always been this way. It took me a while, and it took me a long time. I'd say at least the past 8 years of my life since I was, about 18 years old, or even longer than that, 10 years of my life where I've just been really working on myself, personal development, coaching. I've really just been coaching myself all along. And so I believe that it's a learned quality. These things take time. Life is a process. Life is a journey. And when you start taking these little steps for yourself, when you start doing these things for yourself, the goals that you set, you strategize, and you take the action, the whole concept challenges the status quo of even needing people, of even needing, like for me, even needing a dad. I really don't, I'm grateful now that I don't have a dad. And I really feel like I didn't need him to get to where I am now, okay? And like I said, it challenges this whole status quo, so it's a learned quality. It's a learned quality that enables you to take unprecedented action. And now what does unprecedented mean? Unprecedented basically means that it's things you haven't done before. So it enables you to take unprecedented action on the things that you haven't done before. Like for me, like this book, I never printed a book. This whole coaching, I'm an experienced coach. This whole entire coaching aspect in this speaker and this whole new thing that I'm working on is, this is unprecedented actions in my life. Things that this is, all of life is unprecedented. From the moment we're born until, growing up, it's all new. Especially in these, for kids who may not have anyone to turn to, who may not have a parent, who may not have guardians or role models, and which is actually a big topic of this book is role models, is like, how do you find role models? Different topic, I don't mean to go off on a tangent about that. And then now the last piece is without, you can take unprecedented actions without the need for certain guarantee, external validation, or permission. So many times in life growing up, it's, hey mom, hey dad, can I do this? What do you think? Should I do it? What if you removed that whole entire aspect, right, where you don't need permission, you give yourself permission? That's the whole beauty of this concept, is that you give yourself permission. You don't need external permission. You grant yourself the permission, and without the need for guarantee that what you do will turn out how you want, right? There's no guarantee on this whole coaching thing. There's no guarantee on me, my metal band. There's no guarantee on, so many things in life, right? So when we learn this whole entire self-leadership concept, it's like we move up. We're granting ourselves, we accept the torch, right? For me, my perspective on abandonment was a passing of the torch, especially as a man in my life, in my household. Ever since I've been young, I've always just believed that it was the man of the household is now gone, and now Miles Vinciguerra has to do something about it. And this is the perspective that I offer in my book. This is the perspective that this whole entire self-leadership concept is brought upon, is that the fact that now it's up to us. We have to learn to lead our own lives. Like I said in the beginning, it challenges the status quo. It challenges the social norm of even needing a parent, of even needing someone there for yourself, right? Because you do it for yourself. You can take unprecedented action, new actions on things that you haven't even done before. And it's something that you learn, you prove it out. It's a muscle that is developed. It is really a muscle. I'm kind of mixing philosophy, this is a philosophy of mine, and perspective and tangible things, right? And without the need for permission or certain guarantee, right? I don't ask for permission. Miles, can you do it? Ask yourself, what's that thing you've been working on? Can you do it? Don't ask other people. Do it for yourself, okay? And without guarantee, whether you're starting a business, whether it's picking up an instrument, there's no guarantee that just because you picked up an instrument that, you might be talented in it, or that it could pan out how you want. If my musical career, there's no guarantee that it'll pan out how I want. There's no guarantee of this coaching business, but you do it anyway. And that's the beauty of it. And that's what I want to teach. So, and what's the result of that? You build the confidence. You build the belief in yourself. And this is the whole entire concept of abandonment. To me, was an opportunity It's the greatest opportunity you could ever have. I say it right in the back of this book. You can't see it because it's flipped. But I say it right in the back of this book. Within this book, you will discover that the challenges and hardships you're facing in your life is destiny shaping opportunity for you. Massive opportunity. And that's when the perspective flips from challenge to opportunity. When you can see that you can lead your own life, when you can do exactly what you want without needing permission from anybody, you can strategize. You can set the goal, you can take the action, and you groove out this confidence in yourself. You won't even be thinking about that person that might have exited your life. You won't even be thinking about it. Number one, because you'll be so busy. I'm totally going off on a tangent, but you'll be so busy doing the things that you want, you don't even have energy to think about it. I never think about my dad. I never think about the only times I've really thought about it in the past 10 years of my life has been when I'm writing this book, when I'm like writing the first couple chapters, because I was really talking about my story. And it's the redirection, right? So we're taking the challenge off of the problem and we're redirecting that energy onto yourself, okay? And that's the perspective. And when you do that, you will learn so much about yourself, okay? You will really start to groove out what you're capable of. You'll learn, okay? So that's the end of the video, guys. That's me defining self-leadership. That's this whole entire concept I'm bringing to the table. And I believe that this is number one, it's a major opportunity, okay, for you to do this. Dude, imagine if you could do this. Imagine when you do this, right? And I'm gonna be here and I'm gonna help you do it, okay? In the whole entire coaching process, it's the beauty of it is that I don't know. I don't know what is best for you. Coach Miles V does not know what is best for you. You do. And how do I help you get there? Asking you questions. Empowering questions. Questions that empower you. I'm totally going off right now. But if you enjoyed this video, please please comment down below. What do you think? Do you like this concept? Do you like this concept of self-leadership, okay? Do you think that coaching is phony? Do you think what are your thoughts, okay? Subscribe to the channel here. Check out my metal band. Check out my most recent upload below. And if you're interested in buying my book, you can now purchase it at Amazon at www.coachmilesv.com. Go to books and audiobooks. You can get the paperback directly from my website, and then you can download the audiobook that I recorded myself. Okay? Guys, be great, shred life. Think about this concept, okay? Self-leadership. The learned quality that enables you to take unprecedented action in accordance to the goals you want in life without the need for certain guarantee, validation, or external permission. Okay? You don't need anyone. You grant yourself the permission. Again, hyped. This whole speaker thing.